Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here. Welcome back to Stock Markets with Bruce, where we try to cover the markets in plain English. And we're coming into the last hour of the trading day here for
Welcome
March
back
the
to.
ninth, Wednesday, March the ninth. We are ahead at this point, 690 points on the Dow. We had been as high as about 810. We backed up a bit, but right now 682 points gain here. Not a bad day. Under most circumstances, this is great. We we're noticing, at least I'm noticing on a lot of the stocks that we're following. They of course they fluctuate. They have their ups, their downs, and everything else. To kind of be expected, I'm showing right now Rocket Lab up 30 cents on the day. It's at 881 a share, which is great. As a matter of fact, it's 882. We're up 31 cents. 4.9 million volume. The low on the stocks days trades here was this morning, on the opening, 852 this morning. 852. We're 30 cents higher than the open. The high was 905 around noon, between noon and 1 o'clock. We hit 905. But 882 right now, and it looks like we're up 31 cents. Over on SoFi, this is the puzzler. It's a bit disappointing. We opened nicely. We started off with a 996 trade, got up to 1009, first 5 minutes of the day. That was the best level we got. The market has been rising and rising and rising, and even up 800 points. The stock is not participating in this rally, which is unfortunate. 45.4 million traded. We're right now at 980. We're up 7 cents, but we're not leading this market, and we're not really getting dragged with it. We're just kind of following along as if we're just got nothing better to do, I guess. 45.4. The low was 964. That was about an hour ago. Two o'clock something. From 964 now to 979, a 15-cent recovery to where we are now, only up 7 cents on the day. So you got to wonder, what does SoFi need? You got everything going for you. You got a 700 point run in the market. Right now, the Dow's up, 677. So I don't know what more to give it. But that's what it is today. GameStop, 106.60 right now, up 359. The shares, the low this morning, 103.50, a few minutes after the opening, about 20 minutes in. We got up to 108.86. That's all we could muster so far today. 108.86, just about 2 o'clock today, about an hour ago. And now we're backing off. 106.60 up 359. 1.1 million volume. No volume. Earnings next week. What's going to happen? Now, I've got a poll question up here for you today. The poll question reads, after GameStop reports their financial results, this is next week, I think the stock will go up or down. And the results so far, 35% of you say stock's going up, and 65% say it's going down after the results. Now, 81 votes are in, 36 to 64 now. That's what's happening. So the votes are still coming through here. Give me an answer. Let me know your thoughts on that poll question. Do you think GameStop will go higher this time or lower? We've had, I think, in the last three quarterly results, the stock has gone down each time. Is it going to be 4 for 4, or are we going to turn the tide this time? This will be interesting to see, because we're not at 200 a share. We're not at 300 a share. We're at 106. So, being down here over the last, 8, 9 months, this is kind of low for this stock. Are we going to go lower from here because of the earnings? Or this 106 number, you know what? No matter what kind of financials they do, if they show any inkling of an upside, that'll probably bump the market. Do you think maybe it'll go to 130.40 because of the result? Anyway, 94 of you have responded. 34% say up, and 67%, oh, it's 33 to 67. 33 say up, and 67 say no way, Bruce. This stock is going lower. So, you know what that means? If most of you think that the stock is going to go lower, you know what'll happen? It'll go higher. So you keep thinking that way. Maybe that's a good thing. Over on AMC, they're up 55 cents to 15.94. The shares about an hour and a half ago got up to 16.26 for the high today. but it's given up now about 30 something cents, and it's at 15.94. But 21.3 million traded today. Matterport, the low was at just around 10 o'clock this morning, $7. That was the low. The high was only a half an hour later, 7:48. Right here at 7:33 right now. We're up 34 cents on Matterport. That's about a 5% gain today on 5.7 million. I guess we can't complain too much. ME, now there's an interesting story. We opened around 4:30, got up to 463, and it was looking great. Geez, this is on the way. The market kept going higher for another 2 hours. This stock went lower. When the market reached its high, this stock was at 439. It came down from 463 to 439. It's now grinding its way back to 448. It's up 26 cents on the day. We can't complain about a 26-cent gain on a 440 stock, but geez, we were at 463 and it looked like $5 was next. 2.66 million traded, 448 last trade on ME. Now Spire, same kind of pattern. We were this morning as low as 217 just after the opening, went up in an hour to $2.30, went right up to 230. 13-cent climb. Then we gave it back, and we're now back up to 222.2. We're up 8.2 cents on the day. 822,000 shares traded. So it is an up day today. The stock is having kind of an up week. Look at this chart right here. Let me get my StreamYard back up here. Here we go. Look at this. This is last week, a week ago. We had a really terrible day there. But then, since down here, this would be March the 4th. Today is the 9th. So, was it Thursday, Friday? We were down here, and now here we are. Right up to here. Now we're coming back. We're higher now than we were a week ago. But this is the last month on Spire. So, folks, we got work to do here. Okay, $3.25 is where this thing was. $3.30 a share a month ago. So we got some moving to do. Come on, Spire, let's go. ATIP opened at 182, went right up to 186.5, which is what, 4.5 cents. That was as good as it got. Then it went down to 178. And now it's at 183. It's 3.5 cents off the high of the day, and it's up 4 cents on the day on 1.19 million. So that's ATIP. We are still down in the doldrums. This is a 3-month chart. We're still down here at the bottom. So we need a turnaround. We need it now. Come on, ATIP. Smart Rent having a really good day. This one is the winner. Not only did it go up, it stayed up. It started this morning at 592. That was the opening salvo. Within an hour and a half, it was 610 to 619. So, it was up like 10, 15 cents. And then it made the move. It is now at 650. This is right at the high of the day. 648 now. It's going to make a liar on me. Look at that, 648. See that price right there? It's making a liar on me. But look at that chart. Look at that. That was this morning. And then up we went. And look at how flat that thing is up there. Look, that's impressive. Look at all the reflection I have for you as well. Don't you love the reflection? That's a pretty good looking chart. That is a solid gain, and it's not giving it back. A 68 to 70 cent gain on a $6 stock. Yeah, give me a week of this. 813,000 traded. This is the last week. We were here, came down. We've recovered all of it. We're up. We're higher now. And then for the last month, we are beginning to come on. We just have a long ways to go. A month ago, we were up to 10. So come on, Smart Rent, bring it back. You know you can. You're doing well corporately. Let's show it on the stock. Sextera is 1190 right now, up 34 cents today. The volume is 139,000 shares. The opening was 1171. It went up to 1211 within the first 40 minutes of the day. And we've given it back about 20 cents have come back, but we're up 34 cents on Sextera. So Sextera, Don't stop now. Keep it coming. Let's get rolling because we hit the all-time high just last week, and it'll be nice to see that happen again. So there's a quick recap. We're up 746 points on the Dow. We're within 50, 60 of the high of the day. That's good. Rocket Lab's up a quarter, still not at the high of the day. SoFi is up 11 cents to 983, recovering, but we got to get through 10 to make this serious. GameStop 106.80 up 379. It was 108. AMC 1596 up 57 cents. Matterport now up 35 cents to 734. Try to come back on. Still about 14 cents off the high today. Come on, Matterport. ME back up to 444, down to still 22 cents. Spire at 222. ATIP 183 and SmartRent 649 up 70 cents. Other stocks we're following, Cyxtera up 38 cents. Robinhood, that's Cyxtera. Robinhood up 47 cents. Vanik Vectors, 258. One of my viewers was writing 255s today for Friday. We're watching that. It's having a good day. Up 12 bucks. Very good day on Vanik. Vanik Vectors, SMH symbol. The stock a couple of days ago was as low as 240. It's $18 higher in 2 trading days. This is a lovely correction or rebound, let's say. But I got to tell you, this is the last month. And as good as it is right here, it's okay. We got a ways to go. We got to get back to $288, and we're at 258. We're still 30 bucks behind a month ago. Bit by bit. All right, Home Depot up 434 to 319. IBM is up $1.07 to 126.75. We got Microsoft having a good day, up $12.75 to $288.60. This is the day today. A very solid gain, and it's kept coming. Here's the week, though. Look at the drop this past couple of days, and the recovery looking good. A V recovery. It's happening. But I'll tell you, in 3 months, look at this. We have backed off. This is the market right here. This is a reflection of the market. That is a Dow component backing off. Still got a recovery, but we need a lot more than this. We'll see what happens. Lately, 300 has been the resistance level. This stock seems to work its way back to 300 and then run out of gas every time. We'll see. We're 288 now. All right. Apple is up 554 to 163. I mentioned this morning on the Gold Bagel member alert, the alert that I give you guys before 8:30 show. Don't be surprised if we're back to 162 to 64, 163, 65. It might get there. It might be an opportunity to write calls for Friday, 165s. If we reach 163-ish, and we're about there, we have hit 163.20. Or you can write 165s for next week and perhaps take advantage of a comeback. Although Apple might go higher. We'll have to see. We got to see what this market is made of. This recovery we have today. This is a snapback rally today. These can last a week, but if they peter out after a day or two, then we have to watch what's happening. Goldman Sachs up 13.67 to 335 a share. We've already hit 337 today. It's nice to see this approaching the 340 mark again. If the rally is going to continue past today into tomorrow, we might reach 345, 350. So we'll watch for that. Cisco's up $1.65 to 56.06. Facebook is up $7.88 to 198. Amazon is up $78. Tesla's up 34. Google's up 131 bucks. It's 26.76. Google finally having a decent day. This is the last month for Google. That's the market. We've come from up here, down, and a little recovery, down, now a little recovery. That is the reflection of the market. All right, Bed Bath Beyond down 26 cents. BlackBerry up 37. Royal Caribbean up 448 to 69.02. Stubbornly hanging on. Total Target Corporation, TGT, up 863. JP Morgan up 573. Costco up $6. Walmart up 98 cents. NVIDIA up $16. We got green everywhere. It's a good green day, as it should be with 600 plus 700 point gain. We should be up nicely today. Over at American Airlines, we're up 93. Netflix up $17. Snowflake up 17. Moderna up $15 to 144. That's nice to see. Workday up $13. DoorDash up $7.80. Airbnb up $5. Micron up 270 and the Intel up 28 cents. So it's a green day. 768 points right now is the gain. We're about 50 points away from the high of the day as I speak. And we are not at the high of the day on SoFi, GameStop, Rocket Lab, AMC, Matterport, ME, Spire, ATIP. None of those are the high of the day. The closest one is SmartRent at 650, 1 penny off the high of the day. It's basically there. That's the only one that is actually pounding the table today, can really making it happen. Sixtera is close. Sixtera at 1198, and ATIP is trying it. It needs a nickel here, and it'll go higher. It's all it would need. It's all it would take. Spire needs about 20 cents. ME definitely needs a pop. It needs a 20-cent move to get to highs of the day. And Matterport is 16 cents off the high of the day. It's climbed back a bit. And where are we at now? SoFi, 979. It needs a shot. And Rocket Lab is at 880. It needs a good 25 cents. 755 gain on the Dow. The S&P is up 111. Very good day. NASDAQ up 474. Really good day. NASDAQ's up 3.66%, as evidenced by Microsoft, Apple, all these guys, Google, Amazon. They are really running that NASDAQ market higher today. We're up 2.7% on the S&P. We're up 2.17% on the Dow Jones. And oil has taken a dump. We are down almost $15 a barrel to 108.77. West Texas was approaching 130 2 days ago. Yesterday, hanging around this 123 to 128 range all day yesterday. It was trying to get to 130 again. And today it is bottomed out. It has really hit the skids at 108.94, down 14.67. An exact reason is hard to find. Combination of reasons are likely what's causing this. One is the fact that if the economies of the world are going to slow down a little bit, oil needs will drop. So the 7 million barrels lost from Russia won't be missed as much. That's one. It could be that certain countries are ramping up quickly to make up the differential, and that could be helping a lot. And profit taking. I mean, we're talking a futures quote. This is a futures quote, 108 right now, 108.91. That's a quote of this month's futures. And these are gamblers, and gamblers cash in. They sometimes cash in their chips when something goes too far too fast. Now, having dropped $14, $15, we could bring back 5-6 of that anytime. Even half of it could come back anytime. But as of right now, we are down almost $15 a share. Okay, there you go. There's the story, kids. Oh gosh, as I try not to yawn, I'll tell you, I tried to get a nap in. I desperately tried to get a nap. I could not turn off and could not get a nap in. Now I'm tired. So there you go. How does that work? What can I say? Pat is asking a very good question. What did I miss with SoFi since the reporting of earnings last week? They exceeded projections and they still go down, ? With many question marks. This is the proverbial, we're not sure what the hell's going on answer. Yeah, that's right. This is the question. 977, we're up 5 cents. On a day like today, I would have figured $2.50 would be an easy gain. But it just shows that not enough speculators on the stock believe it's going back to 25 in a hurry. They have a feeling that maybe between here and 15 is kind of the top end of this stock. Don't know if they're right or not. I don't think that's right. I think the shares will be 25 to 30. But the SoFi investment crowd is not yet panicked enough to get in at any price. And so we've got obviously people who thought the stock would rock. It isn't. They're throwing in the towel and getting out. Mistake? Long term? Of course, I think so. But for today, they're getting out, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Now, this stock is being picked up. I mean, someone's buying this stuff down here. Some of them are right here in this audience. we've had 46.7 million shares trade today. So every seller has to have a buyer or you can't do a trade. So there's buying coming in here. At about $10 a share, that's $470 million of buying coming through, but that's also some $470 million of selling. I have a feeling though that half of the volume is turnover, just churning. That's all this is. We'll see how this plays out. 755 gain on the Dow. I don't know what more you can give this stock. I don't know what kind of a gift can you give SoFi to make it any better to go higher. I don't know what to make of it. The rates, 10-year treasuries are now 1.93. Higher interest rates, higher for profitability for the company. So SoFi can make more money, net spreads and everything else. The higher rates go, but it's not reflecting. We're now at 980. We're up 7 cents, but that's not leading this market at all. No. The winner, of course, is Smart Rent, up 72 now to 651. High of the day, up 72 cents. Not giving up an inch at all. A volume on Smart Rent, by the way, 835,000. Volume on the volume on SoFi, 46.8 million. So go figure. 46 million moves it up 8 cents. 800,000 goes up 70. Yeah. Of course, there's a lot more stock outstanding on SoFi than on Smart Rent. Got to be fair there. Got to be fair. 106.17 on GameStop. We're up 332. We have really had a quiet day. The low is 103.50. The high is 108.80. We've had a $5.30 spread between low and high on GameStop today. There has been no serious movement. It just seems that speculators are kind of waiting for the earnings. And now that brings back the question that I've asked you today, this poll question. Are we going to go higher after the earnings results come out on GameStop, or are we going to go lower? Gosh. Oh, pardon me. We have 199 responses to this question. That's pretty good. 38% are saying we're going to go higher, and 62% saying no, we're going to go lower. I have 199 votes so far. I guess though, the way it sometimes goes when the vast majority of people think it's going to go one way, it goes the other. We'll see now. 202 results have come in. By the way, thank you. Those of you who have been hitting the thumbs up button, we have 104 of them. Thank you for the 104 thumbs ups. I do appreciate that. Well, take a shot at that poll question for me. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you think this stock's going higher or lower after earnings come up. I'd like to know what your take on it is. I wonder, and I wonder. Other than that, 108 thumbs up. So we'll go with that. We're up 783 points on this index. No complaints. I have nothing bad to say about this. 33,441 is the high. We're at 33,416. So, 20-something points away, 25 points away from the high of the day here. Pretty darn good. That's an okay day today. 121 point gain on S&P, really nice. Nasdaq 478 or 487 actually, up 3.8 shares. Nice. Well, we'll see how this all is going to come together. Oil still down 1460 to 109.10. What a day that's having. Anyway, there you go. Wrote GameStop in March 18. Frumbler saying 110 strike. I got 18.15 for it. Right on. So wrote March 18th. So that's next Friday. For a proceeds of $815 on a contract. Right on. Now the question is, what will the stock do if it goes lower? If it stays down here, GameStop right now, if it stays in this 106 level, the next day or two or three, by Monday, Tuesday next week, where will this contract be? Probably $4 or $5. Of course, if GameStop goes lower to 100, say, at any time, these calls will drop $2 or $3. If by next Tuesday or Wednesday we go down to 98 to 100, these contracts could be down to like $3, $2, and Frumbler will really score. A worst case scenario for Frumbler is if the shares go higher. But even if they go up $9 a share to $115 by, say, next Thursday, these calls are only worth $5 each. He'd still make $3 on them if we come into Friday next week at 115 a share. He still makes $300 profit, even though the stock has gone up $9 a share. That's how juicy those 110s are to sell. I don't know how long he did it ago, but that's good, pretty good. Yeah. Well, we'll see what's going on. SoFi has competitors. SoFi's competitors, and they're all crapping all over SoFi during the price down here. Well, we'll see what's going on. Let's go. Good afternoon, Bagel Heads from Nelson. And let's go. What else is going on? Everyone's saying hi to everybody else. It's great, great, great. Nice to see you all. Dave, the Mac guy, says, I picked up 15 SoFi leaps on the cheap during this morning's dip. Well, that's not a bad move. 978 on the stock. Buying leaps for way down the road. Smart move. Just wait it out. Why not? Let's go. What else? Let's see here. Right. DQ is saying it's been crazy this week. Been trying to figure out what to write and when to write it. And I'm slightly ecstatic about the addition of the lamp. What lamp? There's no lamp here. Yeah. What, Mallow? What lamp are you talking about? Anyway. I'd be writing options for June, like Uncle Bruce said, for these SoFis, perhaps. Let's see. Okay, Chris Evers says, number one, Uncle Bruce, hear me out. Stink bid to buy back GameStop 100 cash secured put is at 505 from now until Friday. As soon as I sell it, as soon as you buy it back, I will then sell another put, hopefully in the money, around 106, and get 1,200 and keep rolling until next Thursday. Interesting strategy. Interesting. The GameStop, see how the GameStop does for a 105.98 is where we're at, though. We're just not going up right now. We're up 765 on the Dow. Great on the Dow, but it's not translating into big moves on the stocks we like to follow here. AMC is not going higher. GameStop isn't going higher. SoFi doesn't seem to want to go higher. Rocket Labs 882, a little better. Matterport's kind of flatlining here, 728. ME is flatlining at 447. Spire down to 220 now, up 6.5 cents. ATIP is only up 4 cents. And SmartRent 650 holding that gain beautifully, up 70 cents. And Sixtera holding its gain, up 39, 11.95. So there it is. I feel like they're trying to shake all the retail sellers out, all the retail traders, Nova, until they let this thing go. Let's see. Drop says, I voted lower. Pickcomb, I think it's going to go higher because that's unusual. Oh, okay. Let's see what else is here. Okay, so 2. Then on earnings day, I will use to buy back my cash secured puts for profit and buy GameStop and immediately write a $90 covered call for mid-May and get all that premium, hopefully making 10 grand on my 10 grand investment in 3 months. Yay. Curtis Savage, you are figuring this out. There's some opportunities there. Let's see what happens here. Kareem, Uncle Bruce, when you write a call way out like 1 year, does the shrinkage take longer because there's so much time to expire? Yes, you're talking about 12 months of shrinkage time versus 12 weeks or 12 days. Sure, of course you are. There's no doubt about that. Up 72 on SmartRent, 651. We're up 750 on the Dow. Trying to break 800 maybe. We got 30 minutes to go. Will we do it? I don't know. 882 on Rocket Lab, SoFi 979 up 7. GameStop 105.67, AMC 15.84, but we're dropping on those two right now. They're not going higher. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, Charlie is saying average for SoFi is below $15. Would you think it wise or foolish to sell a covered call for January 2023 expiration? I'm currently asking is 135. Now, I'm assuming this is a $15 call you're talking to me about. I'm assuming that. Because I don't think you can get that kind of price for a 20, am I? Am I right on that assumption? Charlie, help me out. But should you do it or not? Is it worth your while or not? Uh, the proverbial question. The thing is this. Here's the good news and the bad news. Okay, the good news is if you can bring in 135 or so, that's money in your pocket right now. Uh, the good news is you're offering your stock for sale at $15 a share. The good news is you could take the 135 cash or if whatever you get for it and do whatever you want with that cash. Do you want to buy more SoFi shares now at 970 or something? Do you do that or 980 to average down your cost? If you have just under a $15 average and you bring in 130 a share, every contract you write, you're bringing in $130, which can get you to pick up. You can probably pick up about 14 more shares or something like that. If you have 1,000 shares, you're bringing in $1,300. That's 130 more shares maybe into your possession, lowering your average cost. In effect, you're using SoFi to drop the cost of your SoFi that you have. Those are all good things. Now, the bad news is that you're tying up your shares in theory to next year, January, unless you buy them back sooner, right? The bad news is they won't necessarily drop a lot in price unless the shares drop a lot in value. So if the shares go to $7, these contracts will go down to probably 90 cents. So you'll be 40 cents better off, but you're down dollars on your stock, right? So there's that. But you could buy them back at the lower price, turn around and write 1250s for the same time frame and bring in more money, using that money to buy more stock at 8 something dollars to lower your average again. I mean, you play this continual average down game. The other way to play it is you offer 1250s now while the stock's at 982 at this point, and you bring in maybe 175, 180. I'm not sure what they're going for, but you'll get more money, giving you an opportunity to buy more stock, giving you more shares and a lower average than you would if you bought fewer shares. It all makes sense, doesn't it? If you write tens, the problem is that by writing tens, you'll probably bring in $2, maybe more. You can buy, with 1,000 shares, that's $2,000. You can buy 200 more shares here, writing another 2 contracts, bringing in another $400, buying more shares if you want. Well, that will greatly reduce your average, but you've locked yourself into the $10 price. Now, if the shares back off to 8, those twos will drop about 50, 60 cents. If you wait 3 months from now and the shares are still in this 9 to 11 window, all these contracts will shrink a bit, but some will be in the money, some will be closer to the money, and you have to take that all into consideration. For some of you, it might be up your alley to decide, look, I've got 1,000 SoFi, I got 1,000 Rocket Lab, I got 1,000 Matterport. I want to write calls on all 3 of these to bring in as much cash as I can. So I'm going to write $15 SoFis, maybe 15 or 1250 Rocket Labs, and I'm going to write 1250 Matterports. And I'm going to try to bring in $3,000-$4,000, whatever I can get. Maybe you can bring in $4,000. I'm going to use that money to buy poor man covered calls on something else to write options against it. That might be the strategy you might use. Or you take all 4,000 and you buy one of these 3 stocks. You buy Rocket Lab, SoFi, or Matterport, whichever. You decide I'm going to buy one of them is all I can get. So I'm going to pick off 400 SoFi right now at $1,000 a 100, and that'll let me write 4 more $15 calls on that stock, dropping my average down and bringing in this extra cash. You might play that angle right there. So that's always available to you whenever you want. Up to you. At the moment, at 8, 9, and 7, 8, 9, $10 a share, these stocks are not rich enough to give you big fat, juicy premiums. That's the problem with these stocks. On the other hand, you could take the $4,000 you bring in, and you could write a cash secured put on SoFi. With $4,000, if you're writing $10 calls, $10 put contracts, pardon me, you're going to write $10 put contracts on SoFi, good for 3 months or 6 months. You need $4,000 for that. You can write 4 of them with $4,000. So you write 4 cash secured puts. You're betting that the stock's going to go higher in the next 3-6 months. You're going to get a premium to do this, and you can do whatever you want with that money, which means you could buy more stock. If you can get another 100, you could write another put. You could play that game too. There's so many ways to play this angle. Otherwise, just take all that dough and just buy ATIP. Buy the cheapest stock that we follow, $1.83, and load up on that with $4,000. There's 2,200 shares right there. Or Spire, you could pick up, almost probably 1,800 shares there. If Spire goes up $1, you make $1,800 profit on that investment. Just that. Obviously, if Spire goes up to 320, you could consider writing $5 calls against Spire for a year, and maybe bring in $1 on those shares. That would bring you 1,800 additional dollars that you can do with whatever you want. Again, it's a myriad of moves that can be made. But we're dealing with pennies, not dollars right now. Unfortunately, I'm not talking to you about tens of thousands of dollars of upside, because we're dealing with stocks that are down here at the moment. But there's moves you can make. We're up 789 on the Dow now, 789 points. We are approaching the high of the day with 24 minutes to go, it seems. The markets do not seem to want to give up anything. Nasdaq's up 507 now, and S&P is up 122. So those two are not giving up ground. The Dow up 789 is up 796. It's not coughing up ground. Okay. I feel like I should sell my SoFi at daily popping and buy it back an hour later. I sometimes feel that way. It works great until it doesn't work. That's the problem with these stocks. You sell them and go, oh, I got 10.05 for them, and then an hour later they're 10.30. An hour later they're 10.40. They close at 10.50, and you go, darn it. The next morning they open at 10.60. Then they go to 10.80, and you're going, what did I sell them for? That's what can happen. Just saying. Matter might need some attention at the end of the day. Drops, come on, Spire, hit $3 so I can make 5 figures. 116 thumbs ups is what I am. Munamu saying, thank you, buddy. Bobby, I got the calculator out today, thinking the same thing at Bart, number 119 thumbs up. Credit Savage, number 3. This way, I will use those 10 grand to buy back all my Leap covered calls. Used to buy the extra 100 as I did without spending a penny of my own money. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. This is how rich people do it. Is this how they do it? Is it really? Well, if this works, it works. Drops, Ed, when stuff drops like that, I just buy with another account and shave off my gains. Can't, Frumbler, well done, Frumbler. My 110s for 825 didn't get hit earlier. My bid was just a bit too stinky. Sean, hi, family. I got my other one half of SoFi for 967. Oh, yeah, a great day. My ask, oops, that's right, Kent. You were looking at the offer there, right? Great job from Drops to Sean and Wendy. Michael, I like your new painting. And because it's actually even, I like it even more. By the way, what happened to the lamp? I don't know what you're talking about. This, to Chris Savage, how many puts do you have in play? Thanks God. What lamp is back? What lamp? Day's over for this guy. Later, everybody. Take care, Bobby. Bart, evening, October. I wrote SoFi puts for 25 for 18.3 for $7. They're now 15. Is it a good idea to re-roll them to January? 10s for 2 to 3, but increase the amount of puts. Okay, so you wrote puts. These are $25 puts, and you were paid $7 for them. Now they're trading at 15, which means that you're down $8 on these guys. Is a good idea to roll them into 10s for January. Well, the problem is that, Bart, the scenario is, I think, again, I'm assuming I'm reading this right. I hope I'm not looking at a typo here, Bart. Let me just double check. Bart has not corrected this comment. So Bart is saying, I think, that he wrote puts for the 18th of March expiry. That's next Friday, and he received $7. Now they're 15. If he buys the put back, it's going to cost him $800 more to buy it back, because obviously the shares have dropped since he wrote these puts. Why would he write 25s at 7? Obviously, the stock must have been around. I don't know, what was it, about 18, 19? Well, how high was it when he did this? Now that the SoFi shares are at 980, if you're going to write it, as he says here, if he writes a $10 put for January 2023, he'll receive $2 to $3 each for those. So that's what the premium will get. So he'll be committing to pay between $7 and $8 a share until January 2023. If the shares stay over 10 between now and next January, if they go like 11 or 12, these puts will drop in value and he'll buy them back for a gain. The puts he has now, unfortunately, are running out of time. So in theory, what he could do is he could buy back this $25 put for 15. He could turn around and write another $25 put that goes to June or July of this year, and he'll probably get a big chunk of cash for that. He might get 17, 18, 19 for those, which would pay him for the 15s. I'm just guessing because I'm not looking at an options chain right now. I'm going to do that now because my curiosity is getting the best of me. We're up 782 on the Dow, by the way. All right, let me see if I can get this option chain to pop up, and we'll get this. We'll take a look at this dealio here. Here we go. All right, so March 18's $25 puts. There we go, way up there. Yeah, they're 15 bid right now. Okay, so if we go forward in time to say, let's say we go to June 22, we can write 25s. They're still only 15-20 bid. There's no upside there. If we go to January 2023, a $25 put will run 15.40. No premium gain there at all. So, you can, in theory, this is not bad news. It's just not great news. Bart could attempt to buy back his $25 put for $15, ballpark, 10. He could then turn around and attempt to write the same priced put, a $25 put, for June of this year for about the same amount of money. He might get $15.50 for those because I don't see the bids. I just see the asks. This, in effect, elongates the existing position. He gambled that the shares were going to rise when he wrote this put originally, committing to buy the stock for $18 a share because it's a $25 put with a $7 cash credit coming in. The shares went down, obviously. So he's off $8. All right. But if he now rolls over this put by buying back this put and selling a new put for June, he extends this game for April, May, and June. That's 3 months. He could extend it till next January and probably get $15.40, $15.50, $15.75 for $25 puts January 2023 if he wants to go that long. In the meantime, if the shares only go up to $12.50 in the next month or two, and just to be really conservative, they only go to $12.50. The good news is that the puts will only be worth $12.50 book value, not $15, because that's what they're worth right now at $10 a share. If they're only worth $12.50, they might trade at $13. He then theoretically has $2 back from his loss, but his loss right now is theoretically $8 a contract, $8. If the shares reach in the next 2, 3, 4 months $15 each, then these puts have a value of $10 book value plus whatever time is left. That reduces the loss dramatically, obviously. That's a $5 recovery of book value on a position that he's down $8 on right now. He'd only be down $3 a contract. If it's one contract, he's down $300. So that would be that scenario. His break even is he needs the market to go back to about $17 or $18 a share. If it goes to $18 a share, anytime between now and June or now and next January, depending on these two contracts that we're talking about. If it goes back to $18 a share, the put is worth $7, and that's what he got for the first one. He would be breaking even. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, if he can write a January put, a 25, and he can bring in, say, $16, that would be at least $1 premium over what we're dealing with. That would be an extra dollar cash in, and if the shares then go to just 17, he'd break even. But at the moment, he needs the shares to go to 18 to break even. So he's way out of the money. That's where he's at. So if he does this move, he buys this one back, and he writes January 23rd $10 puts, which is what he's thinking of doing, he will get paid between $2 and $3 a put. I'm assuming January 10s are $279 bid and probably $350 ask or $4 ask. I'm not sure. Let me see if my machine will help me out. It's not showing me the bid ask. I'm only showing the bid right now, so I can't help you there. That is possible to work on. So, Bart, I hope I've answered your question, because I had to extrapolate your info from what you've given me, and I don't see any other messages from you to give me more details on this trade. Michael, 12 months of shrinkage is horrifying. Does no one watch Seinfeld? Charlie C, 15 is correct. Nelson, happy with my smart rent 597 stinkies yesterday. Scored that stock down there. We're at 650 now. Nicely done. We're up 770 on the Dow. We're hanging around here. Let me see if I get that to come back up. There we go. Let's see. What is going on here? I don't know. What is this thing doing? I don't know. Why is my machine doing? My biggest iPad is acting up on me. So there we go. Okay. We're back. Kind of, sort of back. Kind of a little bit better. Not better. We're there. Okay. There we go. SoFi. 983 on the SoFi. So we're up 772 on the Dow. We have 13 minutes to go. We're up 35 cents on Rocket Lab to 886. 983 on SoFi, which has recovered, now 984, recovered from that 964 low today. So we come back 20 cents to be up 12 on SoFi, 984. GameStop is up 267 to 105.68. AMC is up 40 cents, 15.79. Matterport is up 31 cents to 7.30. 23andMe is up 20 cents to 442.5. Spire's up only 5.5 cents to 219.5 cents. That was a lot higher today. ATIP up 2.5 cents, 181.50, not doing great, 181.5. SmartRent up 70 holding. Sixter up 38 holding. Robinhood up 59. Vanek Vectors up 11.21 to 257.50. Home Depot up 4.14. IBM up 94 cents. Microsoft up $13 to 288. Apple is up 5.79 to 163. Goldman up 14.15 a share, 3.35 a share. Cisco up 166. Facebook up 8.72. Amazon up $63. Tesla up $34 to 8.59. Google up 133 to 26.79. Bed Bath & Beyond has been down most of the day, down 54 cents. BlackBerry is up 39. Royal Caribbean up 3.70. It was higher. It got up to $70. Royal Caribbean now 68.21. That's what we got going on here. The Dow up 750, coming into the last 12 minutes. S&P up 121. NASDAQ up 486. Very good day today. Oil is still down $13.91 a barrel on the trading day at 109.79. I saw 107 briefly today. I did see 107 trades somewhere in that 107, 108 neighborhood. All right. Let's go here. I couldn't help myself, says Nelson. I bought more SoFi, 977. Well done. Is it wrong to like red days more than others? Let's go. What else? Yep, I got the 1,000 shares, just waiting right options. Man, it's slow today, says Michael. Charlie, thank you, Uncle Bruce. I hear that you're saying SoFi is delisting. JK, just kidding. Thank you for that help. Let's see here. What else is going on? Uncle Bruce, Beach Boy. I wrote 41 GameStop March 115s for $5.95, and I entered a buyback limit for $3.45. Right on, man. This is cool bean stuff. Where are we at here? 105 on the stock right now, 105.27. And you wrote March 18, 115. So let's take a look at those to see what my machine is showing. I'm a little behind on the time, but here we go. Okay, March 18, 115s. I am showing right now a 490 bid and a 515 offer. Sold them. You sold them at 595. Rock and roll. Very good. 490, and you're bidding at 345. Yep, the stock 105.36 here, still slipping a little more. It's up 235. I mean, you could get them back this aft if the stock really drops off in the last 10 minutes, but put them in there for tomorrow and see what happens, because if the shares don't want to take off, which clearly they didn't today, the range just hasn't been there. You might pull it off. Obviously, tomorrow is another day gone by. The contracts will have at the end of tonight. They have 7 days left to live, trading days. End of tomorrow, 6 trading days. So yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Let's see what happens. No lamp. Laughing out loud. There's no lamp. Credit sandwich. Of course it works, Uncle Bruce. It works every time, 60% of the time. To be correct, it's what lamp? Dave, I'm up a few Hondo today on SoFi just by waiting for the stink bits to fill, while continually adjusting them down 5 cents at a time. There you go. Yeah, there it is. LEGN, just saying. Splair, Uncle Bruce, you've forgotten to end the story. Then you buy back at 11.40, and it starts dropping back to the $10 lower where it was closed. But you nailed it. Uncle Bruce is mostly exactly in that way. Okay. Sean and Wendy, we never trade with margin. I only trade with cash. Sean gives me. Our goal is to buy lots of stocks for low and do options when they rise. Only use money you can afford to lose. Great job. Adventure Duncan, SoFi is a spark. As a SPAC was $10 if I remember. That's right, it was. Splair, by the way, due to that survey here, GameStop earnings next week, right? Yep, next week. How is that poll going? The poll question is 278 respondents now. The question is, with 8 minutes to go in the day, after GameStop reports their financial results, I think that's next week, I think the stock will go up or down. 36% of you say it's going up. 64 say it's going lower. That's 278 respondents on that poll question. And we have 148 thumbs ups. Thank you for those thumbs ups today, people. We got a 684 gain on the market right now. Now it's 661. We're backing off just a bit. GameStop 104.75. So for Beach Boy, this is good news. And anyone else that wrote contracts on GameStop, it is backing up a little here at 104.75. These March 18s, the March 18 115 contracts are now 485 bid, and I suspect there might even be more like 465 bid. They're coming back, and Beach Boy is getting richer. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Let's see. What else is going on? Yeah, GameStop, March 17th is the release date for their financials. Okay, D.A. Schruder, Uncle Bruce, I bought a SoFi $10 call that expires July 15th when you recommended it back in 2021. What would the exit strategy, or should I sit until at least May? Yeah, you want to sit. You want to sit tight. Get a $10 call. The stock's at $9.85. You're 15 cents out of the money. There's no need to roll into something else. I would wait, and if the shares want to graciously go to 11 and 12 and 13, you'll be coming back on again. Obviously, I don't know what you paid for this contract, but every penny in the money will be recovery of some kind. But boy, does SoFi owe us. Oh gosh, does it owe all of us a return? Credit Savage, Zed, I just have one cash secured put with GameStop and one 115 covered call thus far. I'm waiting for a big pop. Hopefully by Friday morning we'll get one. Apple to close 10%, says Duncan. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Scott. Drops. I think stocks will rise the next 5 weeks and then crash. I'll cash up before it does, then stink bit the heck out of it. That's Drops thinking on it. Bart, Uncle Bruce, thank you for the explanation. I picked the $10 in January because they're almost all-time premium. Then I don't have to worry about the break-even point so much. Oh, there you go. Scott, nice to see all these cash-secured puts. Welcome to the dark side here. Jeff, Duncan, what do you mean Apple close to 10% as it's 3.7 right now? 3 months, actually. It's 3 months down 10%. I see what he says. Drops. I feel the same way, which is why I sold all those leaps last week. Happy I did. I'm licking my chops looking at Google shares, which I will stink bid at 2001. Let's go. Spire Global options imply a 31.3% move in share price post earnings. Pre-earnings options volume is normal with calls leading puts 11-1. Kind of interesting. And Bruce, don't lean into the camera. You look so imposing. I promise I'll put in my stink bits. I won't be a paper-handed weenie baby. I won't. Let me ask you this, Bruce. If the shares get delisted, what happens then? Sean, Green Days, I get more work done. I now don't watch as much as I just set and forget. Great day for us. Yeah. Oh, man. Is Spire reporting earnings soon? Is it today? I guess it's today. Today, there you go. Let's see. Oh, gosh, here we go. GameStop, 105.05. Is the lamp now crooked, less higher than earlier? What lamp? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Michael says, I hear you. They have to beat negative 13 cents a share on earnings. And let's see. I think Bruce got what lamp from Bordello. Matterport is in. I'm trying to get my average on Spire below 4, says Max. Itching for the Spire earnings report. Uncle Bruce, what if I don't want to hear Spire's earnings? What about that? I'm scared. What if I don't want to know? Oh, man. Are you going to discuss the Spire earnings in the primetime show? Probably. I'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock for primetime with Uncle Bruce. You're welcome to join me if you're a Gold Bagel member. It's exclusive to you guys. 105.10 on GameStop. We're down to 4 minutes here. We're up 633 on the Dow. Little slippage at the moment, but that's where we're at. Rocket Lab holding a 31-cent gain to 882. SoFi still up 11 to 984. But GameStop is at 105.20 after topping out at 108.86 today. Excuse me. Let's see. AMC at 1570, still only up 30 cents, still backing off. Matterport 726 up 28. ME 443 up 21. Spire 220 up 6 cents. ATIP up a penny at $1.80. I wish it was $180. 180. Smart Rent up 68 cents at 646, and Sixter up 37 cents right now. Okay, can we delist oil? I'm asking for a friend. Let's see. Where's NTPC? Yes, she doesn't join us much anymore. My days might be numbers too soon. Karim, now, so if I write 2 SoFi $25 puts, January 2023 for 15, I commit to buying 200 SoFi at $10. If the stock does what? Sorry if you already explained, just slightly confused with the puts things. Yeah, so if you have to put up $5,000 cash to commit to buying 200 shares of SoFi at $25 a share. If you happen to sell these 2023 puts for $15 each, which is not a good deal at all, you should be getting more than that because that's just book value. But if you did do that, you'd bring in $3,000 into your account. Now you have $8,000 in your account, and you only need $5,000 to buy the 200 shares at $10 each because you're committed to doing it. Now, if the shares go up to $15 in the next 3 months, your shares are worth more money. The puts are going to be worth less money because the puts right now are in the money $15 each per share. If the shares go to $15, the puts are only in the money $10 each. So the puts will lose $5 book value each minimum so that you could buy them back for $10. Having sold them for $15, keep the $5 change, $500 a contract, $1,000 for 2 contracts. But you are committing to buy the stock at $25 until January 2023. All right. But with the $3,000 you're being given, you only have to come up with the other $2,000. and that you've already got the 5 sitting there as collateral. So there you go. You're literally committing to buy the stock for $10 until January 2023. If they go to $20, the shares go to $20. These puts are only worth $5 each. You can buy back for 5 and not have to give back the $15. Only give back 5 of the $15. Keep $1,000 per contract in your pocket. That's how you make money on the stock as it goes up dollar for dollar, of course. If the shares go to 26, you don't have to buy back anything. The contracts will die worthless. Keep all $3,000. Congratulations. All right. In the last year, I've purchased 2 of your mugs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't leave any friends behind, says Duncan. Larry, you're doing us a favor, ringing those bells. Thank you. But we're closing here with a 652 gain on the Dow. Larry has hit the bells. 652 gain. 883 on Rocket Lab, up 32. 987 up 15 cents on SoFi. GameStop 105.16 up 215 a share. AMC 1571 up 32. Matterport 729 up 30 cents. ME 443 up 21 cents. Spire 220 and a half up 6.5 cents. ATIP $1.80 up a penny. Smart Rent 646 up 67 cents. Sextera 1198 up 42. Green Day on all those stocks. I want a What Lamp t-shirt, says that guy. Duncan, damn, missed that last trade, Larry, too soon. Bells, Borsey, bells. Okay, let's go Spire earnings. Let's go Spire. Laters, y'all. I got to feed the whatever that is. Way to go, Drops. You take care. Spire is going to come out with an earnings report. Well, we'll see what happens with Spire. It closed at $2.20 on 1.1 million volume today. And we'll see when they release their results and what they're going to say about it all. The Dow was up 652. The S&P was up 107. Nasdaq up 459.99. So the Nasdaq had the best day of the indexes. S&P was the second best performer. Woo! The Dow was up 2%. Give me 2% a day for 5 days in a row. I'm a happy guy. That is 3,250 points higher. I'll take that. That gets us to 36,000 points, but that's cool. New highs will be set in no time, but I don't know if we're going to get that. Michael saying fourth quarter 2021 revenue was $15 million, an increase of 106% versus that of the prior year period, excluding the $1.5 million of revenue reorganized from Exact Earth, says Michael. Showing Spire at $2.50 a share, up 29 cents at this moment in time. I'm not sure if that's real or Memorex. Waiting on Spire. Let me just check here. $2.49 up on 4,500 shares on Spire right now, up 28 cents a share. It's a chicken. He's got to feed the chicken. Splair, the best investment I've done long time since February last year was the phone amplifier from Uncle Bruce. That I purchased in the summer. Spire earnings show a report at 5 Eastern time. I think that's the phone call at 5 Eastern. I thought Spire earnings are Thursday. Spire, fourth quarter revenue, $15 million. That guy, I would buy that t-shirt hands down. Holy moly, look at Spire. When it appears again, grab it. There would be no tomorrow. Works great to hear Uncle Bruce better on the phone and see your stocks better while gaming. Jason, nope, today, they're coming out today. Earnings per share, 38 cents. Spire, 240 last trade. Over here, 241, 249. I'm not sure where we're at. Spire, 248 a share on 9,000. This is going to be fun, says Adventures with Duncan. Scole, Spire, fourth quarter sales, 15 million, better than the 13.7 million estimates. Michael, 38 cents. We're up. We're at 240 a share now on my big ass iPad. 240 and 249 on my phone. Did someone say they were profitable? Nelson, 249. Scole, we're not sure what's going on. We're waiting to hear, watching for confirmation. 249 over here, 241 over here. 241 means we're up 20 cents a share on 8,900 volume. Over here, we're at 248 a share, but I don't know what the volume is over here. We're up 27 cents. Yep, 248 a share now on both devices. We're up 27 cents a share on Spire right now. And the volume is 9,000 here on my big ass iPad. That is what I'm showing at the moment. 249 last trade on 11,900 shares. And I should have bought more Spire. Spire, first quarter, 16.5 to 17.5 million is what they're thinking. If they're profitable, I will die. I don't believe it. Spire, there it is. First quarter revenue. Cindy, I have 2,100 shares, hoping for some good returns. Well, me too. For all of you, full year 2020 revenue 85 million to 90 million estimated. Michael made $8 million. I made $8 today, partly at my house. Party at my house, says Michael. 235 over here, 250 over here. We're getting different quotes all over the place. 14,900, 235 last trade, 248 last trade. Jumping back and forth on the Spire. Let's go higher with the Spire. Why not? Let's get over 3 again, please, and then over 4, and then over 5. Go to 10, 15, and 20, and, we'll be back to where we should be. Yay. All right. I'm in agreement with that. We'll talk about this tonight on my primetime show for sure. 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, I'll be on. 244 on my big S iPad. 255 on my iPhone. Sometimes the iPhone leads the big S iPad. 248 on the iPad. 255, up 34 cents on Spire. These are all preliminary numbers, says Scully. 255 on the iPhone. 250 on the iPad with 28,500 volume. Now we're at 29,000 volume. 250 to 255. Spire's up 13% right now. That's what we're showing. 249, 259, 259 on my phone. Now 259. I bought 20 $3 April calls right before the bell because why not? Well done there. Adventures with Duncan, 268. I'm not showing that. Smoke Dog back under 50%, laughing out loud. This is nice. 256, 255, 33,000 volume between the two here. 260, 255 at the moment. We're jumping around a bit. So it's looking good. I don't know if results are officially out yet or not. Yep, here it is, March 9th. Spire announces first quarter and full results coming out. Okay. Look at the Spire after hours. Yep, 262, 263. And they're providing guidance for the next quarter as well. Full year revenue at the top end of guidance range. Strong 22 outlook based on December 31 ending ARR of 70 million. Spire, our strong growth in 21 revenue, ARR, and customer count validates the massive opportunity for Spire, says Peter Pletzer, Spire CEO. We sit in an enviable position among public space companies due to our fully operational, diversified, revenue-generating business that serves about 600 customers. We continue to leverage our technology and innovation to help humanity solve problems on Earth. The fourth quarter was a great way to close out what was an exciting year for Spire, becoming a public company and then shortly thereafter acquiring Exact Earth, says Thomas Curry, President, Spire's CFO. We also stayed focused on executing against our 4 growth pillars, and we are well positioned to achieve our 2022 targets and continue on our path towards profitability. Fourth quarter 2021 revenue was 15 million, an increase of 106% of the prior year. Excluding $1.5 million of revenue recognized from Exact Earth during the fourth quarter, 21 revenue for the quarter would have been 13.5, an increase of 86%. The Exact Earth revenue is lower by $0.3 million from the preliminary results we announced on January 31 due to a reduction from its treatment required by acquisition accounting. Full year 2021 revenue was $43.4 million, an increase of 52% versus that of the fiscal year. Excluding the $1.5 million recognized by Exact Earth, the numbers would have been $41.9 million, 47%. As of December 31, 2021, annual recurring revenue was $70 million, an increase of approximately 96%. And let's see here. What else is going on here? Spire had 255 organic ARR solution customers under contract, which exceeded our guidance issued in November, and added 343 from Exact Earth, ending the fourth quarter with 598 ARR solution customers, a 288% increase year over year. In the fourth quarter, they completed the acquisition of Exact Earth. They continue to expand in the Asia Pacific market, working with Southern Launch, providing the company with hyper local weather forecasting for the rocket launch sites across Australia. Spire won a public bid for the largest port in Europe, the Port of Rotterdam. Spire will be working with the Port of Rotterdam to assist with increasing port efficiency and improving trade flows, thereby aiding the Port of Rotterdam as they move towards their public goal of carbon neutral shipping. Geolocation is the new capability that Spire has in orbit today with over 40 geolocation capable satellites. Geolocation aids in identifying illegal RF transmission in geopolitical hotspots. Examples include dark ships in maritime and GPS jamming on land. Spire has developed and demonstrated the capability to geolocate in multiple bands. The company recently won a multi-year 8-figure contract with a large defense contractor for a space services solution to detect and geolocate targeted RF emissions. All right. Guidance going forward. First quarter 2022 and full year 2022. Revenue 16.5 to 17.5 for the quarter, 85 to 90 million for the year. Year over year growth, 70 to 80% in the first quarter, 96 to 107% for the year. ARR in millions, 80 to 81.5 million for the first quarter, 100 to 105 million full year. Year over year growth, 131 to 33% for the first quarter, 41 to 48% for the year. Customers, they expect their customers to reach up to 740 million by the end of the year. Their operating loss will be estimated to be 48 to 43 million, adjusted 34 to 29 million, with 139 million shares outstanding. So they're really coming into profitability quickly, bringing these losses down, bringing them down. Anyway, there you go. This is all pretty good stuff. No complaints here. 259 is the last trade that I see on my big ass iPad right now. 252 on my phone. Volume of 39,000 shares, up 38 cents on Spire. So that's good news. You got to wonder if this is going to create a bit of a buy wave tomorrow in the real markets. I sure hope so. I don't know what's wrong with this company to have a trade all the way down here. I just don't. There's nothing wrong with these guys. The 52-week range, 193 for the low, 1950 for the high, and they're growing their clients, they're growing their revenues, and they're shrinking their losses. They're about to become profitable. That's what these companies do, and I think they're sitting on cash. So yeah, interesting. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay. Oh, can we acquire more phone amplifiers now that you're back home? Actually, probably, yeah. I have to go to the storage unit and pull them out if I can find them. I know they're in a box. I got to go up there. Hopefully this weekend we can make this happen, and we'll see what we can do. Stand by. Just stand by. I'll let you know. Anyway, they didn't make money. They didn't make a net profit. They grew their revenues. They've grown their clientele. They've grown their subscriptions and everything else, but they're not yet profitable. But they're getting closer, as they have just stated. They're at 253 to 255 a share right now, with 138,000 traded in the aftermarket at 253 a share right at this moment on Spire. Now 254 on 138,000, up 33.5 cents. We'll take this. And we'll see if it gives. I don't see a million trade, but I do see 138,000 trading hands on Spire at 255 now a share in the aftermarket. High of, I think, 260 so far. That's what I see. 145,000 trades. Another 10,000 just came through. 256 last trade. I don't know if there is any kind of a short position to talk about. According to the official filings, there's no shorting. 1.2 million only short. Nothing. Public float 104 million. 105, let's call it, rounded up, 105 million, and they're quickly becoming a company that's going to turn the profit. They're going to turn the corner, but 2022, 23, probably into 23, but they're really making headway there. 249, 250 a share on 155,000 shares volume on Spire in the aftermarket. During the day, we traded a million today, but the aftermarket 155,000 so far. 251 a share at the moment on the stock. Very good. We'll take that. So there it is. Let's hope these markets keep on going tomorrow. Let's hope these stocks want to keep going higher tomorrow. Let's run this market. I'll give you some final numbers. We're up 653 on the Dow. Rocket Lab in the aftermarket is down a penny to 882. SoFi in the aftermarket is down 3 cents to 984. GameStop is down 16 cents to 105. AMC is down 3 cents to 1568. Matterport up 2 cents to 731. ME is up a penny to 444. Spire, of course, up to 255, up 36 cents, looking great. ATIP unchanged at $1.80. Smart Rent 645 unchanged, and CYXT 1193 down a nickel. That's where we are on our faves. We'll watch this after the hours, and I'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to set up the show now as I get off the air here, send out the alerts to all of you Gold Bagel members, and we'll see as many of you as possible tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll talk about how Spire did in the aftermarket. It's looking good right now, 252 to 255 right now on the aftermarket, with 165,000 traded, as their numbers are improving as they had predicted they would, as they had told us they would. They've been updating us beautifully. All public companies should do it the way these guys are doing it. The shares are ridiculously cheap here at 250 a share. Hopefully that'll be resolved with each day going by. We hope that this will continue to rise up and strengthen. That would be perfect, kids. 252 last trade, up 33 cents on 167,000. All right, go, baby, go. Let's see what's going on. Come on, Spire, $3. That's right. Let's go. I'm still holding up for a t-shirt and a mug. I hear what you're saying. Folks, thank you for joining me tonight. I'll catch you tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. If you don't make it there, I'll see you all tomorrow morning before the opening, before the 8:30 show, then at the 8:30 show as well, okay? Stay well, stay safe, stay healthy. Join me tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern, and go Spire, go. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.